how you doing? Welcome back to the one and only The Truck Boss Show. We'll go to Carlin shortly. Now today's show is about trucking events. Wait, what events? There hasn't been any. They all have been canceled. But don't worry, because we have the 411 on why they've been canceled and if there's even going to be any in the next coming months. So we have GATS, regulation exemptions, Road Dog Radio, MATS, our fave, Matt and Joey, and GBATS. Now let's get the show started. This year has been a whirlwind and the COVID-19 outbreak just changed everything up. With that being said, our girl Nikki spoke with Linda Longton, VP of Audience for Randall Riley, and here's a 411 on the cancellation of one of America's favorite truck shows, GATS.
Hey everyone, Nikki here at the Truck Boss Show. Today we are with Linda Longton, VP of Audience for Randall Riley. Thank you so much for joining us today, Linda.
Glad to be here.
So if everybody hasn't already heard, the Great American Truck Show has been canceled, and today we're going to talk to Linda about maybe how they came to the decision for that cancellation. So Linda, we'll just dive in. So tell us the timeline. Like, when did you all realize you might have to cancel the event?
Well, I think like everyone, we started paying really close attention to the coronavirus pandemic in March when the Trump administration put out their guidelines. Our company was pretty proactive in mid-March with asking all of our associates to start to work from home for their own safety and to try to do our part to help stop the spread of the virus. So we were, pretty aware of what was happening. And we actually had an event that would have been held this week, a live event, much smaller for fleet executives that we had to cancel. The thing that really started to make us question whether we were going to be able to hold the show was when we started talking to a lot of experts within the events business worldwide. And the conclusion from everybody was that events in the third quarter, which Dallas is in August, were highly unlikely to be able to take place.
So how many reservations did you have to cancel, and how did the exhibitors take it?
Well, we were on pace to have a show about the size of last year, so that would be over 500 exhibitors. And we, put together a communications plan and wanted to reach out to our key folks who have been with us a long time, including our exhibitors, attendees, our vendors that we use in Dallas. So we had a plan of how to communicate, and everyone took it in stride. I think people were hopeful, as we all were. Back in March, if you had told me that I would be by May thinking that we weren't going to be able to have a show in August, I would not have believed that. I thought that we would be ready to come rolling back. But I think everyone understood.
Right. So let's talk about next year. I mean, do you have any different plans for next year, or is it just going to go on course as scheduled for next year?
One of the things we're talking about, and this is not as wonderful as being able to be in Dallas and talk to people in person and shake people's hands, but we are in the planning stages of trying to do some of our signature events virtually, like our Pride and Polish, our Truck Beauty show. We're going to try to do an online contest where we feature those beautiful trucks. And of course, it's not the same as, being able to see them and climb in them. And
that's really good news that you're still going to be doing those virtually. So I will definitely be looking out for those. And where can people go if they want to get updates about GATS or Randall Riley?
For any updates, if anyone had needs information on canceling their booth space or their hotel, they can go to the Great American Trucking Show webpage, which is truckshow.com. And then as far as other, look there for updates on the virtual events, as well as overdriveonline.com. We'll have all the coverage there as well. So keep checking back on all of our social media pages and our websites, and we'll have more information.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us today, and we look forward to those virtual things happening, and we will go to the website to stay updated on all of that. And that is it for this segment on the Truck Boss Show. We'll see you on the next one.
All right. Thank you so much.
A big thanks to Linda of Randall Riley and, of course, our girl Nikki. Carlin, what's the FMCSA talking about?
Thanks, Isela. Talk about stirring the pot. An autonomous truck company is ticking some drivers off after filing for exemptions with the FMCSA. Pronto, the creators of Copilot by Pronto, applied for a 5-year renewable exemption from the 11-hour driving limit of hours of service. Now, the application is asking that drivers who use the Copilot by Pronto advanced driver assistance systems, the Smart Drive Video Safety Program, and, quote, other safeguards, be allowed to drive up to 13 hours. Right now, the FMCSA hasn't made a ruling on this application, but they are looking for public comment. Now, we know some of you don't think your voice matters, but it does. The more you tell decision makers about why something shouldn't happen, the more change will come. So let your voice be heard and follow the link in the comments below. And be sure to tune in next week as our regulations correspondent Brad Kuhn dives deeper into the FMCSA and the rise of autonomous trucks. Now, Isela, you've got a chance for drivers to get some free news while on the road, don't you?
Thank you, Carlin, for that great info. If you're like me that loves to have your favorite station on, whether it be while on the road or all the time, like on your phone or at home on an electronic device, then you'll love what SiriusXM's Road Dog Truck Radio is doing for the month of May. For all you Road Dog lovers, you can listen to them for free up until May 31st. That includes those who are not already a subscriber of SiriusXM. They can be heard nationwide and literally by everyone. And if you don't believe me, just click on their link we posted below. Now that we've looked at the Great American Truck Show, now let's take a look at the first to fall, the granddaddy of them all, the Mid-America Truck Show. Carlin, tell us what's up.
That's right, Isela. Everyone's plans have pretty much been canceled this year thanks to COVID-19. We're talking sporting events, concerts, festivals, and of course, our truck shows. One of the largest and the first was the Mid-America Trucking Show in Louisville, Kentucky, which made the difficult decision to cancel events as the virus began its spread through the country in March. But what's next? I sat down with Toby Young, one of the men in charge of the show, to find out.
But in the end, the safety of all of our participants, the sponsors, the exhibitors, the attendees, that made the decision really easy.
Protecting the health of everyone who was going. That was the reason the Mid-America Trucking Show was canceled in March. And while it was heartbreaking for those of us who wanted to attend, it was just as heartbreaking, maybe even more so, for those who had to make the decision.
We spent a lot of time, effort, and resources to try to make the show happen. And then come, maybe March 10, March 11, you start to see the big cancellations. Like that's when NCAA started talking about it. I was on the phone with those from the governor's office, local officials, local city tourism, facility, all our contractors. And I mean, it was a tough decision. It weighed on us hard.
11 months of work, beginning right after 2019 show, all gone thanks to the pandemic. But as Toby says, it was the only right move.
We just made the decision, we've got to pull the plug. We held a board meeting and the phrase came up, it would be morally irresponsible to continue with the planning for the show. We just need to pull the plug and move forward. And so ultimately it was all about the health and wellness of everyone who would be in the show.
But plans are already in motion for next year's show, and they are going all out.
We've just turned all of our efforts to the 50th. And so we're still using some of the events that were planned, some of the changes that we made, some of the new exhibitors that we brought in. We're still planning on making that bigger and better, reaching out to all of them and say, hey, no, we couldn't have the show. We'd love to host your event at MATS, love to have the education. Maybe we can even build on it. Maybe we can, now that we have kind of a year of planning under our belt, we can do it even better than what we had hoped to accomplish. And so we're using a lot of that to build out the 50th. Obviously, that's a big anniversary, and so you want to do it big.
In the meantime, MATS has one final message for everyone.
Know that our minds and hearts and thoughts and prayers are with you as you're out on the road or in the day-to-day. We hope that you're staying safe out there. We hope that you're healthy, hope that you're happy out on the road. We really appreciate everything that you're doing. I hope that you can make it to the 2021 show and that we can celebrate all together, look past this coronavirus stuff and just really celebrate everything that is great about this industry and just move forward.
You can follow MATS on social media and visit their website for all updates about next year's 50th anniversary show. But don't worry, the Truck Boss Show also has you covered and will bring you all the news you need to know about the show. Now, pretty much all of us are disappointed that truck shows are being canceled this year. And when we asked our friends Matt the Little Guy and his pal Joey, they told us how they feel about it.
what's up? What are you doing? It looks like I'm doing a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, I know. It's good times. Good times. Hashtag, lockdown, Did you hear about GATS? GATS? Yeah, it's freaking canceled. Just like MATS was canceled. Just like 75 Chrome Shop was canceled. It's canceled, bro. Might as well just cancel everything. Yeah, well, it's up to the governors, apparently. And, they really don't seem like they know what they're doing. No, the hell they don't. You heard what happened in New York? Freaking guy said 66% of all the people that got sick in April were the people that stayed home. You believe this? Yeah? Listen to the experts, right? The experts. Well, maybe we got GBATS to look forward to in Joplin. Yeah, GBATS, Joplin, Iowa 80 Jamboree. What are they going to do? Have all the trucks 6 feet apart? You got to wear a mask in 80, 90 degree weather? I tell you right now. Yeah, but it'll be better than nothing, It'll be like, the new norm, Yeah, Joey, I actually agree with you. This sucks, dude. Yeah, let me tell you something. This does suck, but what are we going to do? Was everybody going to start revolting? That doesn't sound like a bad idea. Maybe we should start revolting and just have our own truck show or something. No, don't get crazy on me now. I mean, I see where you're going. I understand. I agree, but that would be politically correct, and it wouldn't be sending the right message. You know what I'm saying? The right message? What did I tell you? Every week it's something different. Did you hear about the murder hornets? Did you hear this crap? Flying freaking giant dragon monstrous looking bees? Did you hear this? It was only in the news for like a week and then it went away, until next week, and then you're gonna have some other crazy shit, and then next month Godzilla's gonna come out of the ocean. Who knows? Yeah, I'm with you, man. It's freaking getting crazier and crazier out here. But let's stay positive and hope that they don't cancel the rest of the shows for the year, because, I need to see me some shiny stuff, man, Yeah, you and everybody else, me included. Listen, bro, I want to revolt. We need to get a crew together. That's what we need to do. You know what? That's what we're going to do. We're going to get a crew together, and we're going to revolt. We're going to get our own truck show together. We're going to do our own thing. No, Joey, it sounds great, but we can't do that, Joey. Nope, I've already made up my mind. I'm doing it. I'm getting on the phone right now. I'm going to make a few calls. I'm going to call a couple of the guys, and we're going to start our own thing. We're going to revolt. We're going to revolt with or without you. Nah, Joey, come on. You can't do that. Joey, you got to stay positive. Joey, come on.
Thanks, guys. You guys always make us laugh. Now remember, you can only see Matt and Joey right here on the Truck Boss Show. Be sure to tune in every month for the comedic duo. Now back to Isela with some news on another truck show.
Never a dull moment with those two, especially with Joey. How can you not love him? Moving on. I remember being at a truck show and someone asked, "Are you guys going to GBATS?" We were like, "What's that?" They said, "Man, if you haven't been to GBATS, you're missing out." So we come back to the office, told our boss, next thing you know, we're on our way to Joplin. By far one of the favorite events here at the Truck Boss Show. Just like we can't wait for the next time, we know you are all anxious to know what's up with GBATS. So I had the chance to chop it up with the boss man himself. So check out Bryan Martin of 4 State Trucks. How's it going, everyone? Isela here with the Truck Boss Show. And well, today we have the one and only, the boss man himself, Bryan Martin of 4 State Trucks. And Bryan, thank you for joining us today.
Hey, everybody. Hello from Joplin. How are you?
So how's it going out there in Joplin?
Every day's an adventure, just one step at a time, and we're getting every day behind us is one more step towards normalcy. So it's all good.
That's true. Well, Brian, of course, you know, GBATS is a huge event. Everyone is anxious to know what is going on. And well, as you are aware, there have been a lot of the trucking, you know, shows that have been canceled this year, of course, due to the pandemic. But everybody wants to know what's going on with GBATS 2020 this September. And so what can you tell us?
Hey, we're full speed ahead. We've got the dates on our calendar. We're working on this event every week to some degree. I was checking the calendar the other day, and we're only like four or 5 months out, so it's going to be here before we know it. But we just want everybody to know it's our intent and our vision. We are going full speed ahead for the end of September.
So what are some of the events that you have planned?
Well, we're still keeping the 3-day format. We're going to have Thursday night. We're going to have a big barbecue and some events for the early arrivals. And then officially the show will be all day and all night Saturday, or Friday rather, and then all day and into the evening on Saturday. Everybody that was here was anxious and excited to see the diesel drag racing. So we're going to make that a big new formal edition for 2020, and we're going to make that the headliner event for Thursday night. So diesel drag racing, I think, will be something that probably remains a part of GBATS for years and years to come.
Well, I can tell you that it was a big hit. Of course, Truck Boss Show, that was our first time out there, and we loved it, and I am witness to that. The stands were packed when it came to the drag racing. People loved it. So I can say that for the crowd, they can expect it, but I know that they're going to look forward to it every year, or every time that GBATS happens.
For sure.
So, Brian, you and your family and business have such, great respect for the trucking community. And this year in particular, truckers have stepped up, often putting themselves at risk to bring Americans what they need to survive. So what can you tell us what this event means to you, and why do you do it?
Well, GBATS is always an important and fun event for all. It's fun for us to put it on, and we hope that it's fun for all participants and all attendees. But as you mentioned when you opened the segment here, these truckers are going through some of the most strenuous times in the career's history, where, you know, you're kind of restricted on places you can park, access to restrooms, access to restaurants. We're going to do our part to make it a GBATS like never before, that the truckers can really leave here saying, holy smokes, man, that was the best time I had in 2020, was right there in Joplin.
Crossing our fingers and everything goes well. We're going to be able to be there and witness that as well. We know that it's going to be a lot of fun.
Just to let you know, it's official. We got in our posters for this year, or our postcards rather, and we've got posters. I'm actually looking at one behind me as a prop there, but we've got all of our stuff, so you're going to start seeing that in the mail and at different businesses that you trade with, so look for those. And we've just got our sights set on it. We're working on it every day. It's a big show.
Well, Brian, thank you so much. And hey, if you want to check out more about GBATS, get more information, Brian, where can they go?
Go to GBATS logo there. Click on there. It's got the schedule of events. You can pre-register. All the FAQ, hotels, golf cart rentals. It's all there. Check it out.
All that info. So don't forget Chrome Shop Mafia. Oh my God, I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I'm just like ready for September.
You're getting excited just talking about it.
Yes, I am. We're super excited. Well, Brian, thank you so much for your time, and we look forward to seeing you in September.
Likewise. Thanks a bunch. We'll see you there.
Thanks, Brian. And there you have it from the boss man himself. You know, here at the Truck Boss Show, that's one of our favorite events, but we're sitting here crossing our fingers, hoping everything goes good and we're able to make it this year.
That's right. It would be great to actually get to go to a truck show this year.
Well, it'd be great for you to experience GBATS.
That's right, because I haven't done that yet.
You don't know what you're missing out on for real.
I don't, so I'm excited to hopefully get to go this year, so we'll keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah. And while talking about support, of course, you know that we can't do this without you, so we do ask to like, comment, tag, share, subscribe, so we can keep on going, bringing you what's going on in the industry, keeping you updated on the latest news, and of course, all the fun stuff.
That's right. And we are changing things up this month. We are actually not doing a giveaway because we're tired of Jessica winning all the time. So Jessica,
this is your fault, girl.
This is your fault. We're
kidding.
We're just kidding. But next month, be sure to tune in because we're giving away something pretty special. Nikki hasn't told us yet because she knows we can't keep our mouths shut. But It's coming next month, so be prepared. Just like Isela is. Look at her. She's giddy with excitement.
I'm trying not to say anything because I just know it's something big, but that's all I can say.
That's all we've got. That's all the information we have for you. But again, continue to support us so we can keep doing this. And in the end, we do this because you guys,
You're the boss.